Trump also has claimed, I don't know, Trump says a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah.
That like 50 nations have already come back to the table. And the EU has put out that they're willing to negotiate with Trump at a zero tariffs.
Yeah.
Isn't that what this is supposed to do?
Yeah.
Why are people freaking out?
I sent you that video in the private chat there. It's going to be interesting because if Trump kind of waffles and wavers here,
he
and
can't
kind of
now. He's got to stick in it. Yep.
Everyone's going to be like, "What the hell's going on here?" So I think there is a plan at play here, and if it plays out, and in the next 6 to 9 months, if things recover and get better, because that's what a lot of people that I'm listening to are kind of telling me, saying, "Hey, the next 6 to 9 months are going to be pretty rough." But then afterwards, it's going to kind of, recover and then go up from here. If that works out, this is going to be a genius move. But then also, if it doesn't work out and he wavers and waffles, this is going to be a big disaster that a lot of people are going to be like, look what you did. And they're going to use this as a way to kind of attack and rally behind him, rally against him. But, the European Union.
They came out and said, we're ready to negotiate 0% tax, 0%. Like, great. Sign it, move on to the next guy. Israel, 0%. Great. Sign it, move on to the next guy. Whoever these other 48.
And I want a rebate.
Yeah, well, we're not probably getting one. Just sign it moving forward. And like Taiwan, ready to deal. Vietnam, ready to deal.
Yeah.
So
Japan,
you get these deals. Japan also called Trump already. They're ready to deal.
Yeah. China's going to be the big test here.
That's the only thing anyone cares about is China. But like
we're very coupled with China. Like a lot of our pharmaceuticals we still get from China. A lot of our goods we still get from China, which is very concerning, especially with how this could kind of unravel here. And that's, I think, the big thing that a lot of people are looking at. And they're the ones that are talking tough, and Trump's talking tough against them. So we'll see how this plays out.
Yeah. My thing is, it's been the tariffs. Most of the tariffs don't even go into place for another 2 days. All that has to happen is for them to pick up the phone and say, here's what we're going to do. And it's done. Like somebody said this morning, like when the market first kind of went crazy early this morning, somebody said, well, Trump's considering a 90-day pause on tariffs. And I immediately quote tweeted, I'm like, no, he's not. He can't. We're in it now. We're in the shit now. You got to see it through. Like you said, if you consider a 90-day pause, then we took all this pain for no reason. So you take the pain for 2 weeks and you renegotiate with everybody. There's no reason for China to drag this out. They have a 3-to-1 trade deficit with America. It's like all these people are pussies, Luke. They're like, but China, my cheap stuff. It's like, do you know how much China depends on American consumption?
Yep.
Almost exclusively for its exports. What are you talking
about? On China, but China has been doing the Belt and Road Initiative, so they've been kind of expanding their globalist reach all over the world, and they've been moving into Latin America pretty strongly with the help of the Biden administration, by the way, that has been helping them elect leaders in Latin America that are more favorable towards Chinese expansion. Peru just built a megaport with the Chinese. That's going to directly affect the LA port that, the Asian countries used to be dependent on. Right. No longer will they have to be dependent on. So there's already significant moves being made here as the Chinese are also trying to block the sale of the Panama Canal to BlackRock. And
I actually favor that. I support that.
The Chinese blocking that?
Yeah, I don't want BlackRock buying it.
Well, BlackRock buys up everything. BlackRock is pretty much a proxy for the U.S. Federal Reserve banking system that props them up. And I heard today that there's also like an emergency Federal Reserve board meeting that's happening right now as well.
If they lower rates, the market's going to explode.
Yeah, but they're also never Trumpers. Like the Federal Reserve isn't the biggest fans of Donald Trump. So I wouldn't see them doing that because they're like, screw Trump, screw this. But the economy has been, our economy is artificially inflated with just bunk numbers, fake numbers, big bubbles. It was never fixed after the 2008 crash. We need to understand this. We're laying on a bed of lies.
Yeah.
like the bed's not really that nice. It looks nice from the outside, but when you lay on it, it's fucked up. It's really horrible.
Yeah. We did a lot of shenanigans. And we also did it again during COVID.
Yeah, and there never was a false. There never was a correction. There never was a downturn. It was always up, 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 up.
Yeah.
That's not how a cycle is naturally supposed to act. It's supposed to go up and then it's supposed to go down. And I think, strategically, politically speaking here, it wouldn't surprise me if Donald Trump's like, okay, I want to make sure it tanks now, so then it goes up during the midterms, and then
that's what I've seen. Yeah.
And then it goes up at the end of my presidency in 4 years from now, where I'm leaving office on a high note, showing what I was able to do for this country, and I want a good legacy.
That's what I've suspected since the beginning. It's like, well, we have to deal with this. So if we deal with it now, we don't have to deal with it around midterms.
Exactly.
And if we don't deal with it now, then we will have to deal with it by midterms. Like I just said this here, Vietnam PMs is to address U.S. concerns on non-tariff barriers. Like they're going to fold immediately. It's like people forget that there's not a line of, this is going to sound very, I'm just going to speak the truth here. It's like people forget that there is a
You broke
countries.
up
there. Oh, am I good? Am I back?
Yeah, you're good now.
People forget that there isn't a long line of third world countries willing to do zero tariffs and take the jobs. Like, people forget that, like, India used to be the place, but then people started going to, like, Honduras and Pakistan and Vietnam. And then when those didn't work, people started going, you know what I mean? Like, cheap stuff will always exist. And some country will always be willing to, take the work.
Labor.
Yeah, to have slave labor. I was trying to avoid saying that, but that's the truth. Some country will always have slave labor. Like that's, I don't support it. I try to buy American when I can, but the idea that they're going to stop that, like, did you see that article over the weekend where it's like, post-tariff iPhones are going to cost $30,000. I'm like, my right nut. Okay, yeah. They're gonna make those in Vietnam overnight. Like they're already talking about. It's crazy how stupid and weak people are. Like, put my iPhone. Buy iPhones.
No, Nike. Poor Nike. Oh no. Black Lives Matter is supporting a racial division. Pushing.
Yeah, $40 million a year for Black Lives Matter in donations.
Poor LeBron James is gonna have to take a pay cut. Oh, your $200 shoes that they pay $5 for. Oh no, they're gonna have to be marked up. Come on, people. Like, but that really lower the price and lower And again, it sounds like a leftist argument that I'm making here, but
that's what they forced us to do, Luke.
Yeah,
because like they've gone completely pro corporation. Like, but guys, cue the sad music. Like, but Luke, who will think of Nike?
Yeah.
Did you see how much Nike's? Yeah.
Bon is not.
Yeah. Oh my God, Nike stock it cratered. Oh no.
Where am I gonna get my $300 shoes?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. It's like the whole world has forgot that we used to make shoes in this country too, and they were affordable then too. Like, give me a break. Like, it's so crazy that like people, and then again. So the argument is
Stephon Marbury and Shaquille O'Neal, because they actually made sneakers that were affordable.
They did. I remember Shaq did that. Yeah, he made all of his like $50.
A good competitive price, and it was actually good shoes. Stephon Marbury was a prominent basketball player from my type of neighborhood.
I know sports.
Yeah. And
it's Stephon Marbury too.
Yeah, I played in his basketball tournament in Coney Island. And he used to just give out free shoes, free gear for people to play in his tournament, which he did in Coney Island that I used to play in, which was really fun.
Yeah. I mean, I just think that these tariffs, I will listen to criticism on how he's rolled them out in a sloppy manner, and you may be right. But when you understand the fact that his intent is not to worry about specific tariffs. He is only concerned with bringing these people back to the table. And instead of, you can just scattershot then. You don't need a sniper rifle. You just say, guess what? Fuck you, blanket tariff, come to the table or have your entire economy crushed. And like, you would think the leftists would be saying something about that.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, he's destroying these other countries. But you know why they can't? It's because they worship corporations, and they would have to admit that they know that these corporations survive off slave labor. It's the craziest stuff. Someone in chat said, as if doing nothing was the answer. Yeah, exactly. Jeremy has 14 different Favre jerseys. I don't have any Favre jerseys, actually.
Yeah, the system we're under is broken. It's not a capitalistic system. It's a system where we're being ruled by kleptocrats. We're being ruled by thieves. We're being ruled by robber barons and big banksters that are calling the shots here financially, and they're making sure that there's no avenue and pathway, especially for the younger generation, to make it out of this kind of serfdom, which is only being exacerbated, especially with AI and technology and automation and robotics, which is truly going to have a really bad negative effect on all the job markets. And I think, the conversation is going to be really interesting because, a lot of those kind of like, laborious jobs, manufacturing jobs, they're going to be made obsolete by robots. China is doubling down on robots.
Why do you think I'm buying Tesla?
Middle class, and China has a huge middle class problem that they're dealing with. Some people in the chat room are saying that I was wrong about the emergency meeting.
It was scheduled. It's close. Yeah, that's correct.
Last week,
yeah, so it was. It was promoted that way online, though. It was clickbaited as it was emergency, but it was. Yeah, I was going to correct that. Yeah.
People are saying Latrell Sprewell had cheap sneakers. I don't think he did. I think he had those ones with the rims inside of it.
No, Sprees were expensive,
and they were expensive. And I'm like, I can't afford that. Everyone in my school was wearing Jordans. I'm like, I'm not spending $200-$300 on a pair of Jordans.
You know what's going to happen? Optimus robots are going to fix all of this. Yeah. In like 5 years.
Well, they're not going to fix all of this. They're going to bring us into global communism.
Well, yeah, that too. Yeah, because there will no longer be any jobs for humans.